Hello student, welcome to chemistry class. In today chemistry class we are going to start new chapter, state of matter. In this chapter we will study factor governing state of matter and ideal gas equation, kinetic theory of gases, physical properties of liquid. First of all, we will see here factor governing state of matter. Okay, as you know that matter in the first chapter we discussed about the matter, classified matter. Okay, in the first chapter we discussed matter and different classes of matter. Here on the physical basis we will see states of matter are three. Matters are those which have some mass, can occupy space, and we can feel that. Okay, on this basis there are three matters. One is the solid, liquid and gas. Solid, liquid and gas. Okay, these are the three states: solid state, liquid state and gas state, or you can say gaseous state. Okay, in solid state matter have fixed shape, size and volume. So these are hard and rigid. Hard and rigid. Hard and rigid. Hard. These are hard and rigid. These are hard and rigid. And there is fixed position of particles and they oscillate at their own place. There is very less space, between particle, between two particles, Kinetic energy of these gases, kinetic energy kinetic energy of these gases, these kinetic gases or kinetic energy of particles is very less. Okay. Solid state matter have fixed shape, fixed size, fixed volume and mass, everything has fixed. These are hard and rigid. There is fixed position of the particles and they oscillate on their own place. Means to say that suppose this is the solid, okay, and this one is made up of different type of particles, and the position of these particles are fixed and they oscillate from their place from to and fro motion by the to and fro motion. Okay, and now you will see the liquid state. Matter have fixed mass and volume, but shape and size is not fixed. Okay, there is large space between two particles, okay. Their kinetic energy and kinetic energy of the liquid particles, the kinetic energy of liquid particles is more than solid, okay, more than solid. And one more thing is that liquid particles have tendency to flow, okay, have tendency to flow. Now we come to the solid state. I will write here solid state, gaseous state. Matter have no fixed shape, size, and volume. Nothing is fixed, and there is very large space between two particles in comparison to, or you can say that, solid and liquid, solid and liquid state matters. Okay, kinetic energy of particles of gaseous state is very high, is very high than liquid particles of liquid and solid state. Okay, particles of solid and liquid state. These are the basic difference between the gaseous state, liquid state and solid state, and the introduction. Okay, now we will come to, as you know that there are three states and there are fourth and fifth state is also. One is the plasma state and one is the Bose-Einstein condensed state. Okay, note down. Okay, now we will come to the factor governing state of matter. Okay, factor you can note by the pausing video or taking a screenshot. Okay, now we will see here the factors. What are the factors governing the state of matter? Factors governing states of matter Okay, factors governing state of matter. First is the intermolecular force. Intermolecular forces. Okay, in the earlier chapter you have learned about the bonding, how the bonding takes place between two particles. Okay, and what are the forces between these particles? So here there are some forces which are binding the particles. Okay, which are binding the particles, Okay, intermolecular forces are responsible for binding the particles together. As I have told you that in case of solid, particles are so close, they are very less space. How they are bonded, which type of forces acting between them, we will discuss here. As you know that there are so different type of molecules, ionic, covalent, molecular, okay. So forces are also different type. One is the dispersion force or the London force. First is the dispersion or London, okay, dispersion or London force, forces. Second one is the dipole force, dipole force. Third one is the dipole induced force, dipole induced dipole force, induced dipole force. Fourth one is iron dipole force, iron dipole force, okay. And last one is the repulsive force. These are the repulsive forces, okay. These are the different forces which govern the state of matter, okay. Dispersion force is a type of van der Waals force. Dispersion force is a type of van der Waals force, and it is also known as London force. Note down, also known as London force, okay. And such type of force exists between the two molecules. London force where exists? This is a type of weak force. Which exists between the molecules, and it works for a very short distance, okay. Now we will discuss one by one each forces. Okay. Now we will discuss one by one each forces. First is the dispersion force. Such type of force act between neutral atom or molecules. Okay, this force is the result of electric charge. This force is a result of this force is result of electric charge. Electric charge. Okay. Charge. This force is result of electric charge. Okay. And this force is also known as London force, on the name of discoverer Fritz London. It is weak force. It is weak force. It is a weak force. Weak force. Okay. These are the some general properties you can see here. Suppose here is one molecule. This is the molecule. Okay. Here is another molecule. Suppose here is another molecule. Okay. This is the nucleus of these two molecules. Suppose here is electron. Here is also electron. Here is also electron. Here is also electron. Okay. Now see here. Here is repulsion between these two, but here is attraction between nucleus of this. Attraction between nucleus and electron of this. Here is also attraction between nucleus and electron. It is attraction force which developed due to the charge. But this force acts for a very short distance. It is directly proportional to 1/r square. It is directly proportional to charge. Okay. If charge increases, force increases. If distance increases, force decreases. Note down. Okay. Okay. Now see, it is a weak force, and I have told you that it depends upon the distance. If distance increases, force decreases. If charge increases, force increases. And next one is the polarizability. Directly proportional to force. London force. We are discussing London force. Okay. And one is the molecular structure. Once again, I will tell you what is dispersion force. Dispersion force is a type of weak van der Waals force. It is also known as London force. This force is the result of this force is the result of electric charge. If electric charge increases, force increases. Okay, this is also known as Landon force, discovered by the Fritz-Landon. Okay, it is a weak force. It is a weak force. Polarizability is directly proportional to the force. This Landon force depends upon these things. One is the distance, another is charge, another is the polarizability, and last one is the molecular structure. Okay, if distance between two molecules or atom, neutral atom increases, force decreases, and if charge increases, force increases. If polarizability increases, force also increases. Molecular structure, if molecular structure there is branching, if there will be branching, their force will be weak. Landon force will be weak. Landon force is very high in case of the unbranched molecule. So this all about the dispersion force. In next class we will discuss about the dipole force and the factor governing dipole force and dipole induced force. So student, next day we will meet with these forces. Thank you. Have a nice day.